Previously on Survivor Boston University. Despite two unanimous tribals,
what else is reality TV for than looking like an idiot?
both tribes are anything but united. Bay State was dominated by the Core 4 Alliance, who couldn't agree on a name.
Because this is the Core 4 as far as we can tell, so...
Name pending.
Yeah, name pending.
Half of the Alliance didn't even trust James.
He's just a sneaky guy, and I like that because we're playing sneaky games, but I feel like he's someone I need to keep my eye out for. I feel like he's gonna do something crazy.
Who proved them all right when he lied to their faces and secretly searched for the idol.
In fact, I'm doubling back to look at BU Beach.
Chica helped Ethan find the Charlie card Legacy Advantage.
Present this card to Patrick before the votes are read, and enjoy the ride. What?
Which has the power to randomize anyone's vote. On Commonwealth, Yadira, Melissa, and Shayru all formed an alliance, counting on Molly as their fourth vote. Shayru speculated in a public group chat about where the idol was, causing doubts inside and outside of his alliance.
I don't think he understood that's what he was doing. I don't think he understood that, and so that sucks.
The other side of the tribe, PJ, Spencer, and Nick, were also counting on Molly to be their fourth vote. Both sides were able to agree on Ella, whose strategy of throwing somebody under the bus in front of everyone proved to be ill-advised. And with Molly being a member of the Lions Alliance, where do her loyalties actually lie? And who is getting voted out tonight?
You know what got me mad is that she texted me before she texted Sharu.
Yeah.
She said, do you know where Sharu's headed? And I was like, no, I don't.
Right.
But let me know if you find out, because I'm not gonna text. I'm not gonna go out of my way to support your antics.
Right.
And then after Sharu told us everything, and I asked her, she's spoken to you. She said, no, I haven't heard back from him, but I'll let you know when I do. What?
Like, girl, we have the receipts.
I would rather you lie to me and say
the
that he agreed.
The receipts are here.
I would rather you lie to me and say that he agreed on someone than to tell me that you haven't spoken to him.
Yeah.
But basically the moral is there's no point in lying.
Tribal council is crazy. Ella was completely blindsided unanimously, which sucks. But also she was lying to everyone and trying to play everyone, and we were like, girl, don't do that.
Shit was chaotic every single day, every single moment of the day, even before we knew when tribal was.
This game, everybody's talking to each other.
Yeah.
So if you're
right, no, my thing is, how is she just assuming that everybody, she was the only one connecting everybody else?
That's right. No, because
how could you not assume everyone was talking?
She didn't tell Melissa and Molly about voting me off.
No.
Because I had told her that you guys agreed on Spencer.
Yeah.
Obviously, that was a lie.
Right.
And so that's why she only told me about Nick and PJ, because she had told me that she was going to contact them.
And then in the very first challenge, she was trying to tell us to vote off Molly or Spencer when they weren't doing well. So it was like, girl, we don't need that negativity. You're trying to win here. So right now it's still a team game for the most part, so it's like we can't have that.
Every decision should be made with intention.
If that decision is right or wrong is it doesn't matter. You adapt to whatever decisions you make, but the decision should be made with intention. You shouldn't just like do stuff without thinking.
Also, even Spencer messaged me saying that like
I feel so bad for Spencer. Like I literally, he thought I was targeting him. I was like, I'm not.
Spencer
No.
felt that Ella was using him. Spencer.
Oh, because she was.
No, she literally admitted to PD.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what PD personally
And
told me that.
he was smart enough to pick up on that.
So, here I am in Maine. This is a beautiful place. Let's take a quick look at the scenery around me. Great big field. Very nice. House is that way. It's a great place to be. Very happy to be here. If I was here probably 3 or 4 years ago, I would be terrified because this place used to have 0 cell signal. So if anything went down in any of my chats, I wouldn't have known. I'd have no idea. But luckily, recently they added a cell tower. So now I'm on the grid. So this place is great for now. And I've got a lot of things to get into, so let's get started.
When Spencer dropped the bomb on me that they had a little alliance, I was like, damn, y'all are good, because I did not know.
I did not know.
Nobody knew.
Nobody knew.
Nobody knew. They were good for that.
This was a last second decision for me. Like walking into the door, I still didn't know which name I was gonna write down.
You thought you were the player, but you just got played. That statement could apply to either one of us tonight. Hope it's not me.
Because of this vote, I could be going home. This is so stressful. But I'm very, very, very glad that I decided to vote Ella and I did not decide to throw a vote because it was a 7-1 unanimous decision to take out Ella. So big sigh of relief for me.
And I don't feel guilty about it because personally, I concern myself a lot with integrity. Now, integrity doesn't mean honesty. It's a game. The whole point is that you have to lie at certain points. But to quote Tony Montana, I tell the truth even when I'm lying. I mean, paraphrasing.
Who do you think you fucking with, man? I'm Tony Montana! You fuck with me! You fucking with your back!
Well, also that reminds that she's like causing all this, and then behind everybody's back, she's meeting up with Spencer, telling him all these lies.
I don't know. It was a stressful tribal, but I'm glad that we're done with it. And I'm glad that Ella is gone because that was my desired outcome.
You lost your position when you tried to like get to everyone and you overdid it, like overcooked the steak. Like, you know, no one wants to eat that well done meat. It's burnt.
Come on in, guys! Bay State getting your first look at Commonwealth. Ella voted out at last tribal council. All right, Bay State, you guys feeling good?
Yeah. Good.
All right, Matt, you won last immunity challenge. Does that give any sort of momentum or sort of, you know, positive vibes going into this challenge?
Yeah, I think it does. I think we found out how to work with each other a lot better last time.
Commonwealth, not wanting to go back to tribal council?
I prefer not to.
Well, unfortunately for both of you guys, we've got another classic Survivor BU twist because you both are going to tribal council this week.
What?
That should be illegal.
Today's challenge is not for tribal immunity, it is for individual immunity.
I did not expect this one. Oh my god.
We're gonna do this challenge in 3 legs. There's 13 of you. James could not make it, is not eligible. We'll go down to 10, and then 6, and then 2. And those last 2 will win individual immunity for this next tribal council. Everyone else, you will be seeing me at the end of the week / beginning of next one after we're all recovering from the Marmon.
Okay.
This is a egg in the spoon race. If you may be familiar with it from Americana, your country fair, field day, I don't know. But for those of you who aren't, it's pretty simple. You're each going to be given an egg. You have to balance that egg on this spoon. It's not the easiest task in the world. How you're going to win the race is if you can go to that monument over there and then back. If people's eggs break, they are out of the challenge.
Can we lock the eggs out?
No, I like the spirit, but I think this challenge would be over in literally seconds if we implemented that rule.
This is just terrifying. Never been more scared to hold an egg.
I drink like a Red Bull before this and my heart broke.
Oh no! Don't put them in.
He's
Shrew, chill.
You scared me.
Hold on, I got you.
Did you already drop it?
All right, survivors ready. Go. Off to about as slow a start as you would expect for a challenge where if you drop your egg, you're out. I don't know, kind of, one part of me thought maybe someone would sprint. All right, pretty even right now. Melissa taking an early lead. Shayru not far behind, everyone else pretty far back. Chica, Spencer probably bringing up the pack. People starting to catch up now. Tiana starting to walk a little faster. No one has dropped yet. This might actually last as a challenge. Packs seem to be coalescing.
Oh, perfect.
We have Tiana and Grace, first ones to make the jump. Seem to take it no issues. Melissa takes it a little slow, seems to be working Yadira. Tiana going to be the first one to touch the sculpture and start heading back. Followed by, you're good, you can head back. This is going to be a hard bump to web. Everyone's starting to get back. Melissa, Tess, Tiana, and Grace all out in front. Spencer and Ethan need to pick it up on the return path back. Molly is restarting. That is what you want to hear at this point of the race if you are not restarting. Molly just has to hope for a miracle at this point. Melissa out in front, followed by Grace, Tess, Tiana, Yadira, pretty even. I'll go mark the finish line here. Looking for the first 10. All right, I'm the finish line. Grace, you're good. Oh, Tiana, you're good. Tess, Spencer, Chica. Oh, this is gonna be a photo finish. This is gonna be a photo finish, I think. That was much less egg breakage than I was expecting. I'll be entirely honest with you. But after a photo finish, we do have our results. Molly, unfortunately, had to restart. Will not be moving on to the next leg. So we were looking for the last two, and it came down between 3 people. It came down between Ethan, Nick, and Melissa. Ethan, Nick, Melissa, one of you guys made it to the next round, one of you did not. So Ethan, you are moving on. Nick, Melissa.
Hey guys.
Eggs smell like vinegar for some reason.
Why are you smelling the eggs?
Oh, it's just like a very strong
Wait,
smell.
because that's me.
I watched you just smell that egg. I watched you smell that egg.
I was doing good until I dropped my egg. Everybody started spinning at the end and then my egg started moving and I was like, nah, I'm not playing with that.
No, I had to like stop for a bit because my hand was shaking
me
so
too,
much.
Me too.
And then like everyone just overtook me.
Everybody just started going.
Yeah.
And I was like, shoot, people were just about to. I was just on the whole time. You were? Yeah. I was in the middle of the pack and then I got a little risky and I went around. So what can you do? What can you do?
After me, Melissa, and Molly got eliminated straight after the first one, the egg race, we sat down on the bench while everyone else was doing their challenge, and we were like, okay, let's talk strategy. And basically, what was said in that conversation was the 3 of us, if we got one more person, we would have enough votes to choose anyone to vote for. And we decided in that conversation to go either for Spencer or Shrew.
Really?
As I like to say, scabernacle.
There's 10 of you, there's going to be 5 teams. Only 3 of them will make it onto the last and final part of this individual immunity challenge. You guys will be wheelbarrowing. One of you will be the front, the other will be the back. You're going to go all the way to that finish line. You'll go back, you'll go there, and then you go back and you will finish the challenge on that last lap. If you fall or break form, you will have to restart from the lap you were on. Survivors ready! On your mark, get set, go!
You got it.
Pretty even start. Never mind. Matt's going like a fiend. Nate did not want to go. Oh, Ethan and Grace fall.
Oh my god.
Pretty. Oh, and Chica. Wow. Tess and Matt are just gonna win the challenge. It seems like they're in a great spot. Then, no, it's not even close, but then we've got PJ and Chica. I believe this is still their first lap. Shayru, Tiana for the win. Oh, Shayru falls, they have to go back. Matt and they have to everyone having to go back except for Matt and Tess, who have won this challenge and won it quite phenomenally. Shayru and Tiana again going for the win. Chica and PJ fall again. Emily and oh my God! Shayru so close! Just at the end, and Grace falls too. They both have to go back. Oh no! Oh no! But it's anyone's challenge. PJ and Chica could put themselves back in it right here if they could just get it, and they do. It is anyone's challenge. We are looking for 2 of you.
Go! We still got this.
It is anyone's game here. Ethan and Grace fall, have to go back. Everyone is so close to tasting that immunity. Chica and PJ looking pretty good. They might nab that second spot. Chica is looking well above the ground. She's so close. Slowing down, and they get it. The second spot goes to Chica and PJ. They will have another shot at individual immunity. Now we're looking for one more team. Every team here has been facing hardship this challenge. Which team is going to overcome it the most? PJ is going low, but they are still making it. But Grace and Ethan fall at the last moment, have to go back. Now it's close. Yadira and Spencer looks like they're pretty good, and they get the last spot. Spencer and Yadira win the last spot, sealing their ticket. This next and final part of it, the individual immunity for today, is a little simpler. You guys are going to T-pose until you drop. It's pretty simple. You just don't let your arms go below a 90-degree angle, and you will not be eliminated. We are looking for 2 out of the 6 of you. The last guy standing and the last girl standing will take home individual immunity, irrespective of their tribe. All right, lift your arms and begin the challenge. We begin this challenge like a yoga pose. How long will it go? Nobody knows. That rhyme was unintentional. Everyone looking strong on the BU beach. Beautiful night. We've only got so many confused looks from passerby today. We'll consider that a win. Everyone looking strong. This challenge could go for a while or it could be over very soon.
Got it.
I shake normally. I don't want to hear shit. All right, they stay.
Chica drops her arms. First one out of this challenge. A good effort for what is a hard challenge, leaving Yadira and Tess as the ones fighting for individual immunity on the women's side. Yadira getting a little low.
Come on, Yadira.
Keep those up. Keep those up. I know you got this.
Got a lot of abilities to dig deep in this challenge.
All you, girl, you got this.
Tess over there, now holding her hands up like everyone else. except for Yadira. Yadira out of the challenge. Tess wins individual immunity for the female side, will not be going home. What did I say? And Tess wins individual immunity for the women. So now we're down to the 3 guys, PJ, Spencer, and Matt.
I was like, hey Matt, knock knock.
Who's there?
Put your arms down.
You too.
That's not how that works.
Well, I forget how they work. Oh, put your arms down. Who?
Stop zooming in on me, please.
We've got some titanic performances in the 3rd immunity challenge of the season. PJ keeping loose, moving his feet.
Oh my god.
The Boston Red Sox are winning, man. Come on, this is for the Red Sox.
Alex Verdugo got a 2 RBI hit.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, Spencer. No one wants to hear it.
Asa from liner. That one's into the alley. Nobody out there. It's going to keep on bouncing up against the wall. That's going to score 2 runs. Devers is in. Martinez is in. Verdugo is hotter than hot.
Come on, keep it up.
Spencer, we've been looking at the footage, and that was kind of not a 90-degree angle. We got there earlier. We are going to have to eliminate you from the challenge, unfortunately. Bring it down to PJ and Matt. If you want, you can walk closer together. I don't want to put it on you, but Matt is stalwart,
Come on, PJ.
like a sage.
Keep jumping. Keep jumping.
Sage bodybuilder. Matt with some movement, PJ with a different type of movement. Both fighting really hard to stay in this challenge in what is very impressive.
Man, you look buff from this side. Yeah. Okay. Don't do that. I'm right here. You're all right.
If we both drop at the same time, will we both get it?
No, we're gonna do a photo finish.
2, 1.
A good effort did not work. Control your jumpage and let's keep going. Let's finish off strong, guys. Sweat under his armpits. They are both giving everything to the challenge.
I am thinking constipated face, actually.
It's very constipated.
Another prayer. Can't watch it. PJ, lift that arm up.
Yeah, you know, it's a lot easier to just say.
On the women's side, the winner of individual immunity. You can grab it. Yeah, you got the spoon.
Eat it.
The shell and the spoon.
I'm not actually eating it.
And as for the men's side, Spencer gave up a pretty valiant effort, but then it came down between PJ and Matt. And after some extensive video review of a very hard-fought challenge, we've determined that roughly about 30 seconds before the challenge ended, PJ, you did sort of do an adjustment here, which sort of violated the 90-degree angle rule. So Matt will be getting individual immunity. Great effort for both of you. For all 6 people in the T pose challenge, you posed the heck out of your T's. But for the rest of you guys, you will be seeing me at Tribal Council, where 2 of you will be the next 2 people voted out of Survivor BU. So, got nothing else for you. Head back to campus. Good night.
I'm very lucky. I have immunity. I honestly lucked out. The challenge yesterday went really well for me. I was able to carry the egg on the spoon.
We had 2 people with immunity, kind of narrowing down our options to 5. So 4 of them being in an alliance with me, including myself, and the other one being Grace.
The T-pose, which my back still is a tiny bit sore from, but you know, it's whatever.
Me, Chica, and Yadira for the girls in the tease challenge when you had to hold your arms like this. So Chica goes out right away, and then it's just me and Yadira.
Something weird is going on, Patrick. Not like the looks of it.
The looks of it.
Oh, by the way, Tess and I know each other.
He knows. We're going to Cancun in Mexico.
I mean, like, nobody has found out yet.
Oh, that's what we think.
Because we know.
I got my hood on because no one's gonna recognize me. Sorry.
I feel like if anyone finds out, there's a target on our backs.
Of course, like, me and Yadira are good friends, so I was like, what is happening right now? Like, we're really in this situation. So I was just laughing the whole time. And then Yadira dropped out. So I was like, let's go. So I have immunity. I don't know what's gonna go down to tribal. I'm really glad I have immunity. I don't know who's gonna be in the block. I'm gonna try and talk to the girls about a girls' alliance of a sort.
All right, me again. I'm here, kind of on this little path on Bay State. It's a very hidden path. I don't feel like it follows all the clues though, but I feel like it follows some of them because it's gassy or whatever. Come on.
And so we go into the challenge, and Patrick drops a bomb on us. This is not a tribal challenge. This is an individual immunity challenge. And I, for one, am devastated because I just really did not want to go to tribal council again.
I should be rewarded for how much time I've spent looking for this stupid item. I'm just saying.
Then on Wednesday, we played Catan as a tribe, everyone except for Nick, and then Ella was obviously voted out. Nick wanted to go, he just couldn't because he had something else going on. And so we played Catan. It wasn't like game talk at all. It was totally like fine, totally normal. It was a fun game of Catan.
So like immediately after the challenge, people, it was kind of side versus side. It's Melissa, Shuru, and Yadira versus Spencer, PJ, and Lil Nick. And I'm in the middle, so it's kind of like I'm trying to balance that. Kind of awkward.
I'm walking back with Melissa and Molly, and then I split off to go to my dorm while they split off to go elsewhere. And then later that night, Molly texts me and PJ, okay, Melissa, Sheru, and Yadira are teaming up, and they want to take out one of me, Nick, or PJ. And so this is where it really starts to get real, because now we have a 3-3 split, and Nick is in the middle, but we're pretty sure that we can pull in Nick because of PJ's connection with him.
Come to find out, like 2 or 3 days later, Melissa and Yadira are talking to Shrew about choosing between me and PJ to vote off. So yeah, kind of pissed that Melissa snaked me like that.
We just want to pull in Nick, and that's exactly what we do. We get PJ to talk to him, and he seems to be on board. And then I talk to him for the first time. We do a little call. I tell him that I heard that those 3 were targeting either PJ or Nick, and that I wanted to look out for them. I didn't include myself because I wanted to make it seem like I wasn't out to like help myself, but I was rather out to help him.
But Molly was actually the one that told PJ about that. So after that happened, me, PJ, Molly, and Spencer formed a new alliance where we have enough votes to eliminate what I hope will be Melissa tonight, but maybe Yadira, we'll see.
Because we want Nick to feel like he's sort of the mastermind here, we're gonna go with what he wants, and that's Melissa. And I'm totally fine with that, because out of Melissa, Yadira, and Sheru, Melissa's the person I have the least connection with. I haven't talked with her much at all, apart from that Catan game, and I've seen her like around a couple of times.
Before Tribal, like I've spoken to PJ and Spencer about it. We agreed on Melissa. Molly is the only one that said she wants to see what happens at Tribal with that, which is concerning to me, but we'll see how that goes. I do think it's most probably going to be Melissa, though.
That moving forward is going to be 4 votes Melissa, and Molly is going to pretend to be on the side of Melissa and Cheru and Yadira so that they don't think that they're in trouble and they don't have to scramble to try to pull in me, PJ, or Nick. Obviously, they're not pulling in me or PJ, but they could pull in Nick if they do enough scrambling. So Molly's going to make them feel safe, and then from there, they're probably not going to use any idols if they have one because they're confident that they have the votes with Molly, plus them 3, that's 4 out of 7. When in reality, we have the votes with 4 out of 7 with me, Molly, PJ, and Nick.
Let's see how I look today. Oh wow, this is a cool shot, I guess. I'm all dirty. I was not successful in the wheelchair challenge, or not the wheelchair challenge. I was, as you can see, not successful in the wheelbarrow challenge. Unfortunately, I gotta go down and do laundry.
I don't know, I feel confident about my ability to kind of mist and pull in Grace. She just seems kind of like a wishy-washy player, not really standing on her own feet just yet. Quite literally in the wheelbarrow, she was not standing on her own feet.
Right, I'm out here doing my laundry.
Basically, like what Matt was saying was that he.
I think I'm hanging out with him tomorrow. I just texted him. I don't want to meet him too. Why? I don't know. I just don't know him that well. I only know him because of Patrick.
He was leaning towards Ethan.
Didn't say why.
He said kind of because Ethan was a threat.
Tess landed on Ethan's name, but Ethan's my final one, like my final 2 person. So I like swayed the vote, and I was like, I don't know, how about James? Even though I'm in an alliance with James, so I kind of felt like really bad.
I'm not saying like let's do a girls' alliance, but I am saying like it would be awesome to see women in the finals, and I am saying like for kill all. No, I didn't say that.
She didn't say it, but
it's also hard because I like all the guys too, so I'm thinking right now because Matt has immunity, maybe Ethan or James has to go. Yeah, I don't know. It's really hard because James like hit me up right away, and I was
because he was like
glad.
shy about the not coming.
Yeah. And I was sitting down like, and he came to me. He just seemed like very like desperate to stay in the game. Mm-hmm. And you know, James, so sweet. Like I was like, James, stop.
Yeah. The problem that I've run into is that I wasn't at the past challenge, and I think that put a big target on my back, which is understandable. And I'm kicking myself for it because it creates this sense of distrust in my tribe, and I've tried to apologize to as many as I can. I want everyone to know I'm committed, I'm here to play, I want to play this game bad.
The vote tonight is going to be really tough. Tiana, Tess, and I, along with Grace, all decided that we were going to vote for James.
And then they kept giving us more and more clues.
I was like, the elephant. No, like today I was walking by the towers and I looked at the statue and I was like,
looked at it all over the
that's
place.
An elephant.
Mm-hmm. I looked at it all over the place. I couldn't find anything.
Nothing. I think someone got it.
I think so too.
I think Sarah. I think
either Ethan, James, or someone on the other trail.
And then they asked about if anyone found the immunity idol or the advantage, which I of course have. So I think I deserve an Oscar for my performance because I was like, oh my gosh, guys, like I don't know where it is. Like, oh my god, like there's an elephant on campus. I'm like, yeah, I went to Towers and it wasn't there. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's so smart.
I definitely think someone must have gotten one on the tower.
I think so too. Because that is an elephant.
Yeah. Is it?
I live on Bay State and I keep an eye on the towers. Bro, when I got that first message, I was smoking at the Esplanade and I was like, I need to go scavenge for the idols. So I climbed on top of that MLK statue and I literally like climbed.
So they have no idea that I actually have it. So it was really great. Not the lying part, but like I think I played a good game. But everyone has clocked me, which is really scary.
But I think the most dangerous is Chica. So that is the predicament that I'm in. I trust her, but I know she can win this game. So good on her, though. Good job.
Because I know Nick, who's on the other tribe, and we're like friends outside of the game, and I made it a point to like not bring it into the game. I don't talk to him when we're at challenges. Somehow people found out, even though I don't know how they did that because we don't post each other at all. So now they're like, I need to get Nick out, I need to get Chica out because they know each other on both tribes. So like, that's kind of scary.
What did I say? I hate the question. I think we loved and lose or win.
I forgot about that.
Are you kidding? Yeah. That was very simple.
No, I said loved.
I forgot no idea what I said. Loved and lose?
Yeah.
Geeking over tribal. I'm like worried. I'm like, do I not have as strong of a connection with my tribe mates as like maybe James? Like James is a pretty cool guy. James is like so cool. Like I don't know. I don't want to vote James out, but like I might have to this week. Ugh. It's just Survivor. It's nothing personal. It's just Survivor. You gotta tell yourself that.
So kind of what James would do, maybe, flying under the radar. Because then just all of a sudden you're at Final Four and you're looking behind like, oh, how did you get here?
You can't call it a blindside tonight if I go out because I fully see it coming, but I'm just hoping that's not the case.
So, a whole lot has changed in terms of my plan for this tribal council.
It has been very calm, and I am nervous about the tribal because of it.
Molly really just isn't budging, and she is 100% dead set on voting out Nick. And she actually gave me some pretty decent reasons as to why this would be a good idea, not only for her game, which isn't obvious, but also for my game as well. PJ, bit more questionable, because he has that close connection with Nick, so voting him out is probably just going to be bad for him no matter what. But for me, might not be the worst thing to happen.
I have tried to sway towards Nick just because of his connections to the other team. He has a lot of friends over there.
PJ has he's sort of played it off as kind of a joke, but also kind of not. He's floated the idea of me, him, and Nick pulling in Sheru to just vote out Molly.
And if everything goes perfect tonight, he goes home, and me, Spencer, and PJ's alliance is kept secret.
And so I think PJ has gone way overboard on this plan of his, and it's just idiotic at this point in the game.
The people that I've had, my secret alliance with, which is Melissa, Sheila, and Molly, I have not lost trust in them. I've always been iffy about Spencer and Nick, which are the two main options that I have right now.
I think me and Yadira are looking fine. We're both sort of playing dumb right now. We don't want to give up our hands because we're on kind of opposing sides of things. Again, if we go with Nick, we're going to be voting together. But if we don't, we're going to be on opposite sides of the vote. So neither of us really want to reveal too much as of now.
So for this one, I'm targeting Nick. Here's the part where I'm hypocritical. So I think we all know why I'm targeting Nick. Everybody is agreeing on Nick because he knows Chica. Little does everybody know that I know Tess. And I'm keeping that a secret.
But Yadira is definitely my closest ally. At the same time, it's like I'm still playing a personal game, so it's weird and sucky.
But the thing is that we're worried about everybody's like he made it known that he knows Chica, and he made it like known that they're clearly working together. So like an example is that I actually saw them, both of them together looking for the idol.
Yadira, definitely not. Like, she seems like very in it for herself, and like she's playing the game, and she hasn't even talked to me at all this week, so.
Back in my mind, like she's kind of a power player. Like she makes a lot of decisions, she influences a lot of people, and she just kind of like has that like presence that is very powerful.
I definitely feel like she's coming for me, and I did not want to have beef with her, but now I guess I do.
In some ways, it's like I'm a side character, definitely like the wingman at this point, so it's like that's definitely a concern.
There's 12 people left after this double tribal council, and it would make a lot of sense for us to have a tribe swap and then have 2 more tribal councils to get down to 10 and then the merge. And in the case of a tribe swap, if we decide to go through and vote out Melissa, there's going to be tension within the tribe where if I were to get swapped with Sheru and Yadira, I'm in a bad spot because they're against me at this point.
PJ might throw a rogue vote because he doesn't want to vote Nick out, but I think I convinced him that that was the best for everyone. Took some time to get him and Spencer on my page, but...
Also, Nick is apparently super close with people on the other tribe, like Chica, which is a major problem because if he's really close friends with her and maybe some other people on the other tribe as well, he might just flip on us because, you know, why wouldn't he want to work with his close friends? It just makes sense for him.
I just hope I don't get eliminated tonight.
But the argument to vote out Melissa instead is Nick is a very, very valuable number for us. And if we vote him out, it's a 3-3 deadlock in our tribe. It's me, PJ, and Molly against Yadira, Sheru, and Melissa.
You know, I'm kind of banking on a swap. But, you know, that may not be happening ever. So, yeah, that's my current hope is there to swap soon. Even though that will suck, but it'll be good for me. If I'm on even just 3-3, I'll be fine.
Yadira, this was an individual immunity challenge rather than a tribal one. Did that change anything for you, for your tribe?
Yeah, except the fact that my arms are sore. But I guess what changed that kind of made everybody more nervous about the fact that our tribe may or may not be more unified. But I feel like during the challenge, it gave better sportsmanship because obviously we wanted one of us to win the individual immunity, so it's one less person to worry about.
So Spencer, there's a lot of talk of unity in that answer. Do you think that after this tribe is going to be unified in its decision?
I certainly hope so. I feel like that's a main goal of ours, especially considering that, you know, the weeks are starting to go by, you know, there's a merge coming up sometime in the near future, and so tribal unity is very important for us.
So Sheru, there's a what's the symbol? It's a Commonwealth. PJ, does the merge influence your strategy going into this mode? What are you basing your decision off of?
No. At this point, I have not watched nearly enough Survivor to understand what's going on. I'm gonna be completely honest with you, Patrick. So the idea of a merge, I have no clue what comes after the merge. So I'm just kind of taking it week by week.
What about you, Molly? Is there any long-term strategy going into this vote?
We have to think about potential swaps now that our tribes are even. You know, the show you generally merge at even numbers too. We could merge at 12, 10, 8, you know. So you do have to think about who has connection to the other side, who will stay loyal if we do merge, especially if we go into a merge with lower numbers. So you never know. You gotta think about it all.
What about you? What are you basing your vote off of tonight?
I mean, honestly, like PJ, I take it week by week. I don't want to plan things too far ahead and then end up shooting myself in the foot later on. So I'm basing my vote this week just based off how the past week has been, in terms of communication, in terms of who I think would be best to keep on our team going forward and all of that. And I can't say it's an easy decision or an easy choice to make, but it has to be done, and it is what it is.
So, by show of hands, who thinks that they know what's going to happen? Not a single person raising their hand. Wow. Either everyone is sort of taking that lackadaisical approach, or most of you, if not all of you, are lying. Wonder which one that is. So, Sheru and PJ, I think you guys have sort of been the most vocal about looking for advantages. You guys had any luck with that?
Bro, the first the first day I found myself I tried on the first day, okay? I tried. After that been out of it. Like, I'll just say, like, the first day, I found myself, like, underneath some bridge, and then I met a bunch of, like, homeless people over there, and they had, like, I didn't realize what was campus, what wasn't campus, and then I was there, and then, like, I realized that, like, you know, there won't be an idol over here. I should turn back.
Hey, sir, can you hold this for me while we come looking for it?
All right. With that, let's get the voting started.
I'm praying I don't get voted off right now. That would suck so much.
I'm gonna miss you, but how do I know you're not gonna go and talk to the other people you know from the tribe?
Yo, lots of respect, Nick. But you knew too much for your own good. And this is also for you and also for the audience. Everyone was lying, but this is planned in advance.
So I'm pretty sure I'm in pretty big danger of getting eliminated tonight. So that is nice to think about, but I hope this person goes because she snaked me earlier this week. I'm pretty sure if I go tonight, it's gonna be because of her. So yeah, hopefully it turns out well for me.
Before the votes are read, does anyone have any advantages or idols that they'd like to play? No? All right. That being said, I'll read the votes. Person who's voted out will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. Let's get to it. First vote, Nick. Second vote, Melissa. It's 1 vote Nick, 1 vote Melissa. Nick. 2 votes Nick, 1 vote Melissa. Nick. It's 3 votes Nick, 1 vote Melissa. Fifth vote, and the third person voted out of Survivor BU, Nick. Nick, I'm gonna need you to bring me your candle. Good game, Nick, but the tribe has spoken. My table. Head out that way. All right, a unified decision again, but it can't keep up that way. All right. I'd say I have nothing for you and head back to campus, but you've got a tribal to watch. So take a seat over in the viewing area, get some popcorn.
Basically what I expected, like, I got snaked, I knew it was coming, people weren't really talking to me that much. I knew the plan wasn't going how I expected it to go, and part of that's on me maybe for not reaching out as much, but it is what it is. I hope the rest of Commonwealth has a good game. I had a good time. I'm glad I got to be a part of it for as long as I did, and I can't wait to watch it.
Sweet. Make sure to tune in next week to see what happens when Bay State goes to Tribal Council. Will Tiana and Chica remain loyal to the Core 4, or will Grace and Tessa's All-Girls Alliance get their way and send James out the door? Either way, you don't want to miss the most explosive Tribal Council we've had all season.